Well, it's called over here. Um, it's like 12:11 right now. Everyone's sleeping right now, but I can't. I mean, I'm tired, but I can't sleep. Um, Anyways, I just want to make a video about some things that have been bothering me for a while. And I just want to see people's opinion. Just to know. I mean, if I mean, is it just me being paranoid? Was it does it make sense when I my point of view? You know, music today. We all know music today is crap. Yeah, from Kesha to Soldier Boy to that new guy that sings that song. The roof went down and the truth came out. You know, just horrible rappers, horrible singers, horrible bands. Like, I'm losing faith in music. A lot of faith in music. And I don't know, something bothered me. What makes a musician? Okay, I'm gonna give some examples of some artists that I like, you know, and today. For example, I like Chris Brown. I'm not bashing because I'm not hating like some of the fans say that I am hating because I mentioned facts. But for example, is Chris Brown an actual musician just because he sings songs that he mainly has written for him and a few of them he co-writes? Is that really a musician? I mean, growing up, I was told that being a musician was someone that can play an instrument, write the lyrics, and if they can sing, they'll sing. You know, that to me is a musician. James Brown was a musician, dancer. He played instruments, he composed, he wrote, he danced, he sang. Prince is an amazing musician. Play over 16 different instruments perfectly and sing. He's eccentric, but he can sing. Michael Jackson's a musician. For not many that know, he grew up in Jackson 5. His father made every man or boy in the house play at least three instruments. They grew up in the streets and they were performing. Before Michael he wasn't just born into vocals, he actually played drums, and guitar when he was a kid. And he did so when he was doing songs like Band and all that stuff. So Michael Jackson knew how to play instruments. And most of the songs he played in Thriller, Bad, His Story, I mean, he would sample most of the songs at home and then bring them to the studio. You know, that's a musician. You know, but today, anyone is a musician. And it pisses me off. Just because they sing doesn't mean that they are musicians. And if you tell this to someone, especially here on YouTube, what is a musician? They start bashing on you. You know, the voice. I mean, I get that crappy excuse about the voice being the most powerful, is the most wonderful instrument a man has. That may work if I was a dumbass. The vocals, yes, they are an instrument for music, but then that's what makes you a singer, not a musician. A musician knows how to play guitar, drums, bass, real instruments that are made not organically from your throat. You know, those are instruments that musicians use. And then if you're gonna say, no, those are composers, I have people cussing me out, telling me that a composer is the one that plays the instruments, and wow, wow, wow. That's all I have to say. And then MCs. Back then, an MC was someone who, again, I grew up with the idea. You know, they kind of, they knew how to turn the table. Turntables. They can DJ. Scratch. They even knew how to dance. A few of them, and most of them were poetic. That was an MC. And some of them knew how to play, like I said, instruments. They knew how to play bass, guitar. or drums, but mainly bass and drums was the big factor that most MCs back in the day knew, but just didn't really choose to use that much. But they knew how to play. But that was an MC, you know. Now MCs are Lil Wayne, Jay Z, P Diddy. I mean, the, Lil Wayne has catchy music. Doesn't make him the greatest just because he has catchy music. Anyone can make catchy music. They're just trends. There's a difference between making epic, memorable music and a trend. Elvis, memorable. But then again, Elvis covered most of his songs. So that's why he has a bunch of albums because he covered. He wasn't a musical genius. He was just a superstar. But Elvis, he made songs memorable. Michael Jackson, the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix. You know, these are people who made memorable music. Little Wayne's Lollipop was an amazing song for me when it comes to the structure of the song I was made. With auto tune. When it first came out, it was pretty cool. But his music is a trend. I don't hear people listening to Flow Riders. You spin my head right round and round when you go down, when you go down. I don't hear that. I don't hear Lady Gaga's Just Dance anymore. I don't hear, you know, her poker face that much anymore. Those are all trends. You know, I can even before Michael died. I can still hear Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Smooth Criminal, They Don't Care About Us, uh, Stranger in Moscow, you know, and then Prince, Kiss, When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy, Superstar, you know. I can hear these songs on the radio before, 30, 25 years later. I can still hear them, you know. But people like to call Chris Brown a musician, and I cannot agree with that. Neil is not a musician because you see, if an artist or entertainer, okay, something I hate to put on Michael is that he's an entertainer. He was also a musician because he will make his music and beatbox. But entertainer like Britney Spears, Chris Brown, Neil, Usher, Justin Timberlake, Lady Gaga. Well, she's actually a musician. She plays her music. Um, these people, these entertainers, you know, they, you see them playing on stage, piano, guitar. Look at the album. Look at the album in the back. If it has a piano in the song, it's not gonna have Neil's name on it. It's gonna have someone else, written by, co-composed by. Those are the people that played the actual instrument and wrote it. What Neil did is probably he learned it from the person that actually, you know, did it. Like they were taught. I mean, they have money. They can do whatever they want. They can learn how to play. They have all the time in the world. So they're not really musicians. They just copy what someone else did. Anyone can do that. You know, Chris Brown is not a musician. He's a singer. A musician, again, is someone who makes music with instruments, not Pro Tools. Okay, with you, that guitar is a fake guitar. Okay, I play guitar. I love acoustic stuff. No matter how nice that song is, that's a fake guitar. A musician uses real instruments. There's nothing wrong with using some ooch, 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 you know, in the music, or okay, I can't beatbox. I'm just making an example. Nothing wrong with that. But wow, just music, people's point of views and all that stuff. Wow, amazing. It's totally different from when I grew up. Anyways, comment, rate, tell me your opinions. Like it, hate it. I don't care. Have a great night, everyone. Yeah? Peace. Damn. Peace.